Attention, overwhelmed moms. The following is a message for you if you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, and ready for solutions. Want to figure out how to make space for yourself again? Want to reduce your mom guilt? Want to minimize the fighting and arguing in your home? Do you want to sleep better, feel calmer, and actually enjoy this beautiful life you've created? Hi, I'm Amber Trueblood. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, best-selling author, podcaster, and speaker, and I'm a mom to 4 boys, ages 8 to 14. And I've been with my husband for over 20 years now. I'm also an obsessive learner and read about a book a week. I've been featured on E! News Daily Pop, CBS, KTLA, and Good Day LA. And I've been quoted in People, Oprah.com, Good Housekeeping, Parade, Huffington Post, Fatherly, and Yahoo News, and MSN. I've partnered with incredible entrepreneurs and thought leaders in the health and wellness world, and I've participated in workshops and retreats all over the world. I've impacted thousands of moms' lives, and I've seen the results from these moms to prove it. You see, throughout my professional career impacting thousands of moms, I focused and honed my specialty. I help moms reduce the overwhelm, the stress, the guilt, and the anxiety we all experience. You see, I've learned the secrets. I've learned the tools and the resources that can help you. They can help you parent with more confidence and clarity, be kinder to yourself and let go of the guilt and the expectations, figure out what you truly want next in your life, get more done with less time and less energy, dispel your baloney beliefs, learn how to use tools like meditation and visualization to bring more calm and patience into your life. I want you to feel heard and seen and acknowledged. You're not alone in this. If you're anything like me, you'll understand. My story didn't start with clarity and confidence. It didn't start with calm and patience. It started with me feeling lost and isolated, overwhelmed with 4 small boys, 5 and under. I felt alone and frustrated, resentful, exhausted, impatient, busy all the time, but like nothing was ever done, like it was Groundhog Day. And then I felt guilty and embarrassed that I couldn't handle it all. One day I was driving home alone and I had to pull over. I got out of the car and I walked over to this tree. I sat in the dirt, my back up against the tree, and I cried. What I was doing was not working for me. I couldn't keep doing it. It wasn't fair to me and it wasn't fair to my kids or my husband. I needed to figure out a different way. You see, I too was that exhausted, overwhelmed mom. And I really wanted to figure out how to use my mind and my passion again so that I could enjoy my family without feeling like I'd lost myself completely. At the time, I was trying to just survive, and I felt there was like no space or time for me. I really wanted to use my degrees and my experiences to help others. But like you, I was struggling with not enough time and not enough energy. I felt terrible and frustrated because I didn't know how to do it. I felt even worse because I felt like I should be happy with the healthy, sweet family that I'd created. And that left me feeling even more guilty and more ashamed. The problem was that I was not being honest with myself. I hit the wall hard. My cup was totally empty because I didn't know how to fill it, and I didn't know how to give myself permission to figure it out. But when I sat on the ground that day against the tree, I had hit a wall. I reached out to a life coach, and that was the beginning of a huge shift in my life. I realized I wanted peace. That's when it became crystal clear to me that the first step was trusting myself again. It was clear to me how to achieve peace in my life. I discovered the how-to secret. I learned that I had been ignoring my heart, ignoring my needs so that I had time and space to meet the needs of everybody else around me. You see, when you stop thinking about what you're supposed to do or how you're supposed to feel, then you can start to give yourself permission instead. Once I had this epiphany, I started learning self-care strategies that worked for me. After I did that, I started dancing more, I started reading more, I started connecting with friends, getting out of my pajamas, smiling more. Suddenly, I was enjoying my family more, not feeling so exhausted all the time, feeling grateful instead of resentful and angry, feeling more patient and compassionate, both toward myself and toward my family. I started with baby steps. First, I started journaling. Then I started meditating every morning. And one by one, I incorporated all the little practical strategies I had researched and read about. But even after all that, things were not perfect. Here's what I mean. I still had moments of overwhelm. I still had to learn how to give myself permission to be happy and have passions of my own. I still had to learn what was most important to me. Then I still had to learn how to align my time, my energy, my resources with what was most important to me. I still had to learn that it was okay to be myself, even if that felt very different from everyone around me at the time. You see, with all of this, I decided to take everything that I had learned, what worked, what didn't work, not just for me, but what I saw and experienced from connecting with thousands of other moms. I used all of these strategies to lift myself up into the life I wanted for myself. I finally had the time, the energy, and the space to not only be the mom I wanted to be, but to be the person I wanted to be. I had the time and the space and the energy for myself and for my dreams. And now I have it to share with you. I put all of that into a book, especially for overwhelmed and stressed moms. I called it Stretch Marks. I chose to call it this because it's a metaphor. We all go through trauma, challenges, experiences that stretch us. As a result, we grow, we expand, we learn, we become wiser and more resilient than before. These physical marks, I like to think of them as beautiful badges of honor. They're reminders that we're all much stronger than we give ourselves credit for. Though it sounds almost too good to be true, I can now say I get to spend time being the type of mom I want to be to my kiddos. And I get to do the type of work that truly fills me up. I get to serve and coach moms every day through my books, my courses, my workshops, my private coaching programs, and my retreats. I never thought I would have the honor of being featured on E! News Daily Pop or CBS, KTLA, or Good Day LA. I couldn't have imagined my teachings would be quoted in People.com or Oprah or Good Housekeeping or Huffington Post. I never imagined that I would host a podcast and host retreats and do workshops. It's such an incredibly exciting adventure. I did know, however, that I would write books. I've learned so much in my life from books. It was a dream come true to write this book. Cannot wait to tell you more about it. In Stretch Marks, I talk about expectations and shoulds. I focus on how to smash your I shoulds and quiet that chirping bird of self-judgment. I share my own personal stories and the tools I use to step into my confidence and self-worth and create the mom life that was right for me. In the book, I teach a concept called Kinsuki. I share how accepting and embracing your imperfections not only makes you more beautiful and more valued and less stressed, but also more relatable to everybody else. I love this powerful concept because when you Kinsuki yourself, you stop wasting energy beating yourself up and hiding your imperfections. Instead, you use that time and energy to focus forward, and it saves you so much stress and anxiety. In another chapter, you'll learn how to really tune in and listen and learn what is most important to you, depending on what stage of motherhood you're in. You might be sleepy in sweatpants. This is the mode that moms need to focus on sleep and connecting with other adult friends and avoiding vampire and zombie friends. You might be in Bed Bath & Beyond mode. This is the mode where you need to delegate and figure out what truly makes you happy and how to learn like you're feeling like you accomplished something every day. You might be in search and rescue mode. Moms in this mode will learn how to create micro goals and tune into their intuition more easily. By the way, Stretch Marks is easy to get, and it's available right now by clicking on the button below on this page. In another chapter, I talk about what I call selfish parenting, a silly term to remind you that you're gonna live with these kiddos for another decade or two, and they'll be in your life forever, right? So if you raise kiddos who are rude or disrespectful or boring or annoying, it's a super huge bummer for you. I don't want that for you. The strategies in this chapter will keep that from happening. I also share how to identify the top 4 traits you really want to foster in your children. Knowing those 4 will allow you to make disciplined decisions more easily, help you to follow through without the guilt or second guessing, and it'll allow you to model healthy communication skills. In this chapter, I also focus on competition and sibling rivalry. You'll get realistic, practical strategies to minimize the conflict in your home. Can you imagine? Supportive, kind, compassionate, connected kids. You will feel calmer and more confident as a mom as you spend less energy and less time breaking up fights and dealing with the emotional aftermath. Now I want to focus on you. Why? Because you're focused on your children and your work and your relationships, and chances are that you're not the same person you were a few years ago. In Stretch Marks, I teach something called the Amber Mindsets. The first mindset is called ask. Here, I'll teach you how to figure out what you want on a deep level. You're gonna love the strategies in this chapter, like the eulogy, the cowboy hat, and the Dilbert principle. I share my personal story of how I was totally stuck in this mindset and how I used these strategies to get through it. In the second mindset, move, you're gonna uncover your unique motivational style. I talk about the importance of taking action and utilizing the motivational tactics that actually work for you. And it's easy for you to get a copy of this book. You just click on the button right here on this page and you'll have your own copy. In the third mindset, I focus on beliefs. I talk about the difference between basic beliefs and baloney beliefs. You'll take the baloney beliefs quiz and you can uncover your biggest false beliefs that are keeping you from the happiness that you deserve. I'll show you how to squash the beliefs that no longer serve you, and you'll learn how to create a healthy replacement belief. Next, I'll cover the elevate mindset, where you'll learn how stress impacts your body, and I'll share simple, practical ways you can mitigate and minimize the effects of stress and anxiety in your life. We'll talk about the importance of gratitude and how a forgiveness practice can become your superpower. In the last mindset, radiate, I'll share how to use all you've learned so far to take it up to the next level. It's all about how to radiate your personal genius to the world outside your home in a way that truly matters to you, and you'll learn to begin to make the impact you want in the world. In Stretch Marks, I share my personal story of going from being a total control freak, analyzing and planning every tiny thing, to using daily meditation to bring me the calm and peace and sleep that I so badly craved. In another chapter, you're gonna learn my very special visualization practice. I call it the Goody Method. With this technique, you can achieve your dreams more quickly and more easily than ever. It's super fun. Since you're a mom and it's so important you have these skills and strategies in your pocket, I added key takeaways at the end of every chapter, personal stories and quotes to make you laugh out loud. I created simple mini homework assignments so you can get the most out of this book, and I added a review of the juiciest tidbits at the end so that you can easily refer back when you need a reminder. Oh, and I also included my favorite book recommendations for parenting, relationships, meditation, and motivation. This book is for you so you can release your mom guilt, to feel calm and confident, so you can reduce the stress and anxiety, to feel excited and joyful. It's time for you to get the strategies, support, and tools that you need and you deserve. Because when you are thriving, your children will thrive. Your relationships will thrive. Your community will thrive. And frankly, the whole planet will benefit. I had to go through a graduate program in clinical psychology, 3,000 hours of licensing, 2 decades of research, 14 years of personal trial and error, and raising 4 boys to get these strategies. But you won't have to do all that because I'm giving you all of my secrets in Stretch Marks. Plus, for a limited time with every order of the book, I'm also including as a free gift, the Amber Effect. This is a 5-day video training series that's jam-packed with goodness. And I could easily sell it on its own for $197, but I want to give it away for free with this order of Stretch Marks. In this bonus, I teach how you can find yourself and figure out what you truly want. You see, as moms, it's easy to feel like we've lost a bit or a lot of ourselves in this journey into motherhood. I also teach how to identify the motivational strategies that are most likely to work for you, because we're all different and what works well for one person may not work well for another. You'll get specific tricks to help you get motivated and feel confident and proud of yourself. Sometimes we know what we want and we even know how we can get there, but we're still stuck. Nothing is happening despite our efforts and our focus. What then? Well, in this series, I talk about how to uncover the hidden beliefs that block your progress and delay your dreams. Beliefs are funny little things because they can feel really big and scary, but they're often simple to dismantle. We'll learn some strategies to uncover and smash any baloney beliefs that are no longer serving you. I also teach one of my favorite ways to help overwhelmed moms, meditation and visualization. These techniques will allow you to live the life you want more easily, more quickly, and more enjoyably. Did you know that the happiest people on earth are those who feel like they're doing what they're meant to be doing? These people feel like they're using their unique genius to benefit something outside of themselves and their immediate family, something particularly important to them. In this bonus series, I talk about why this is important to your self-care and your happiness and how to start now, even if it's small and tiny. I'm giving you this special today because I truly want you to have these tools in your hands as soon as possible. And if all reading Stretch Marks does is get your kiddos to stop bickering and fighting with each other, would it be worth it? If all it does is get you to release your mom guilt, would it be worth it? If all it does is allow you to feel confident in your life choices and your parenting decisions, would it be worth it? This is going to make you feel better, feel calmer. This is going to make it easier and faster for you to reset your mom life. How? Because it will give you the realistic, practical strategies to change your life today. You might be thinking you can't use this because you're so stressed out, you don't have any time to yourself. Here's why that's exactly why you need this book in your hands right now, because inside are the proven and tested answers to your stress and overwhelm. You'll start to see the results immediately. Because my strategies are simple and realistic for busy moms, you can implement them right away. I'm so excited for you to get this book in your hands so you can benefit now. Your children will see the difference, your partner will notice the shifts, and you will get the space and the time that you need to get more of the life you want and deserve. Just go to the link below and get your copy today.